Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's WCTV basketball doubleheader game of the week. I'm Justin Ventline, joined by Paul Breece. We are here at Franklin High. Don't let your TV color setting fool you. It is Natchez High tribute night here at Franklin High, so the visiting Centennial High School and the home Franklin High Admirals will be donning the throwback uniforms tonight. So just for your awareness, the Franklin Lady Admirals will be in the yellow jerseys, blue shorts, and Centennial will be in the royal blue with gold writing. We'll try to get our bearings with new numbers and assignments here. Admirals win the tip.
Well, obviously, Justin, a tale of two teams. We've got a much improved Franklin team with Cecily Brandamore in the post, and then the Centennial Lady Cougars with new head coach Marcel Williams, formerly of Brentwood High, trying to establish his own foot in the program here, and they fell on some hard times, but played a pretty much improved game against Nolensville, district leading Nolensville the other night, 61-40. So
there we see Coach Marcel Williams. As Paul alluded to, in year one at the helm here for Centennial. But yeah, Franklin coming in with a district record of 5-6. I think Centennial still looking for their first district win.
Well, Centennial really, as you see Coach Rachel Shaw right there. And I believe it's maybe her third or fourth year. She's obviously a former Admiral, and there's Brandamore on the steal and the basket. And Brandamore is a double-double machine, and we'll see if she can keep that trend up tonight against the Lady Cougars. And well,
that's me. Molly Forrest asking where the
wow. The officials have nowhere to be after this game after just a little touch foul right there on Molly Forrest.
And just like that, Forrest will get subbed out. Mary Hinson Crunk checks in. But yeah, Brandon Moore, nominee, I believe, for TSSAA Miss Basketball. That's number 11, Layla Pope on the drive, a sophomore. So a lot of youth on the Centennial team. Only got 2 seniors on the roster, a freshman and 3 sophomores. Pope connects on the second of 2. Gets the Lady Cougars on the board, and early on here, Franklin leading 2-1. 3 ball up, off the back iron. Pope able to bring in the board there. Last game I was able to call was Centennial Summit. Layla Pope was a do-it-all player for the Lady Cougars.
Well, Franklin, I'm sure, sees multiple zone defenses with someone like Brandamore in the paint. And I'm sure that's all they practice, right? I mean, if you're scouting and you want to try to stop the Lady Admirals, it all goes through number 11.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a dunk here?
Easy lay in, easy lay in.
I was only hoping. Brandon Moore, 6'2.5". I mean, you know.
Lady Admirals full court press call or forces Coach Williams to take a timeout. Go back to the drawing board here on a inbound play. Got the pep band in attendance tonight.
And they're riled up already. So, Justin, you see the pep band right there. Speaking of pep bands, the Super Bowl halftime performance.
Don't know who it is.
I saw a list of top 10 all-time Super Bowl performing artists, and it was voted on that Prince was the number one.
That must have been before my time.
No, it was not before your time. Come on. You're aging yourself wrong. If this has anything to do with it, Michael Jackson was 5.
Where was Janet Jackson?
Well,
the mishap.
Wardrobe malfunction, right?
I don't know who it is this year. Probably also dating myself because it's probably some hit.
Yeah, it's somebody
that the kids listen to.
Yeah.
So Pope able to regain possession. Coast to coast, lays it in and halfway in and out. Great ball movement there by the Lady Admirals. Finds a wide open.
Molly Forrest for 3. That's one of those where you're just like, man, I got to make this. This press is. And there's 5.
That's 5, yeah. Good defensive pressure there by the Lady Admirals.
Pretty quick. And Coach Marcel Williams was like, whoop,
oh, alley-oop.
Yeah. And the funny thing was the Lady Admirals, I believe that was Josie Hammond or Molly Forrest, one of the two, was open. Again, when you draw attention to Cecily Brandamore, she's going to take 2 or 3 defenders with her, and somebody's always going to be open. But if you're a Lady Admiral, you're just normally thinking Cecily, right? So sometimes you kind of have to hotwire your brain to say, you know, there's other people out there, and you got to trust them. But Brandamore is silky smooth from the line. You know.
Pretty much automatic from there.
That's a tough one. Yep. Is that Crunk right there on the steal?
Yep.
And that was all due to the fact that Brandamore came with the trap, and it was going to be a tough pass no matter what happens.
Brandamore from 3 and able to hit it.
And that's a addition to her game that she's developed.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's going to be a huge development to her game moving forward for sure.
And that is just going to make college coaches even more just drool over the opportunity that she's going to have.
Only a junior, so.
You know, I don't know who leads the all-time scoring list here at Franklin, but she's somebody to keep your eye on.
Another 3 going up and in.
Ella DeYoung also has the ability to fill at the basket.
That's going to.
And just like that, we went from 2-1 to 15-1. So the Lady Admirals trying to use this as a kind of a game to try to right the
So King will check in for the Lady Admirals. Good full court pressure here by Franklin. Hands by Henson. This Lady Admiral.
That's the smart. It's a bad move.
Brandon demanding the ball. Power dribble straight up and in.
And we're still with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter,
Yeah.
Justin. Whoop. There's a shot.
Ball getting moved. Oh, right off of.
Yeah.
That was Allie King, I believe.
I don't think she was expecting
the freshman.
to come off the air ball like that.
So Forrest checks back in. Pope checking in for the Lady Cougars.
That's just going to be another shot.
Good rebound
by Molly Forrest, yeah.
Lady Admirals want to try to push the pace as much as possible, even up 22. Good rebound outletted by Pope.
That's a nice move.
Yeah. Little Euro step through the defenders. Forrest comes out of there, draws the foul.
Oh, a quick break for
Brandon I was going to say, Brandon Moore got a very quick one there. A little high post action for Brandon Moore.
Oh,
good feed.
Even a bad pass results in a 2 for the Lady Admirals.
Well, Fine put it basically the only place that Brandon Moore could get it.
There's an open look. Just not going to hit the mark there. That was Simmons. 30 seconds. Kate Fine kind of needs to get it going here. High post, yep.
Good strong take by Brandon Moore.
That is tough to stop. See if Centennial can answer here. Under 10 seconds.
So Brandon Moore already up to 17 on the night.
That's a good pass.
Yeah,
and
Quincy Anderson able to hit it right before the buzzer. So at the end of one, we've got the Lady Admirals leading 27. Don't let your screen fool you. That final shot for the Lady Cougars does count. So 27-3 here, end of one. And Coach, we're narrowing in on the end of the basketball season here. We got one more WCTV game of the week, which will be a special guest appearance announcing next week.
I believe that's is that Darren Joins?
Yep.
Tate Matthews?
Tate Tate and Darren will be on the call next week.
You know, when they decided to schedule these games, they sent us the schedule. I was like, February 14th. Something's going on that day.
There's something that is happening that day. So
31 years I've done something, I think, around that
we
day.
appreciate Tate and Darren taking the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As well.
I'm definitely not at 31, but about a quarter of that. I knew there was something that was going on.
So second quarter, Allie King here for 2 and got it. That opens it up 29-3. That's a nice
a little nice
turnaround.
take there. Basically going to have to find shots of your Lady Cougars wherever Brandamore is not.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be an over the back. Oh, they're going to call it a tip. I believe it went off Fines.
I thought that as well, but that's why I'm up here in the booth and not on the floor. Brandamore cleaning it up.
Yeah, a bad shot by Brandamore. Allie King may have gotten fouled, landed in Brandamore, and she puts it in 31-3.
Three ball off the front iron. Brandamore almost a screen out just to let the ball go out of bounds there. Lady Admirals will take possession.
Oh.
Anderson. Oh, they're saying that one's off Brandamore, but Anderson affecting the pass there. So Franklin's still in a man-to-man. They've played a little bit of zone, but been mostly man-to-man for them.
Boom.
Pope able to bank it in from the elbow.
Yeah, the sophomore.
Should be somebody to watch in future years for sure.
And out.
Allie King, speaking of somebody to watch, only a freshman.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of movement on the Lady Cougar offense.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're not seeing some screens for Pope. Here we go.
Oh,
See
yep.
if we get a ball screen here. She's not going to use it. And Ella DeYoung, the lone senior. Going to scoop.
Bobbing and
foul,
weaving,
hard.
yeah. Good take there by Ella.
I think she realized she may be getting subbed out right here. And like, you know what?
I'm going to take my opportunity while I've got it.
Yeah. And it looks like Clarke is coming in. Now, here's what Ella DeYoung's got in her mind. She's thinking, okay, do I want to stay in?
Do I want 1 point, or do I want the opportunity to play a couple more minutes?
And maybe get more than 1 point. She's a good free throw shooter. Yep, she's going to take it.
Oh.
One of the lone misses, but she's going to gather it around.
Get her own rebound. Just padding the stats.
Rebound and score. Yep. So here comes a ball screen for Pope. And that's a tough pass.
Yeah.
And that's a great play by Pauly.
Pope got Brandamore switched off on her, and I don't think she wanted any part of that.
No. And that's
Pauly hits the front and back and bounces out.
so Brandamore and DeYoung going to come out. So we got a
Get a couple subs here. Looks like Olivia Wright checking in. And
Whoop.
Pope with the steal. That was good pressure there by Mary Hinson-Krung to affect the layup, but regardless, the Lady Cougars will go to the line shooting 2. So Pauly goes to the line once again. Hits the first. The crowd is filling in here at Franklin High.
Right with the rebound.
Oh, Pope, another
I was gonna say.
strong arm.
Fouls on Centennial's number 11, Bayleigh Pope, her first. Team foul number 2.
Looks like Centennial in a 1-3-1 zone here.
The post, Forrest wide open.
Good ball movement. Shot is up. That's going to be Shari Wiseman on the rebound.
There we go.
That's Pauly with a good paint bucket.
It's a little different Admirals team without Brandon Moore and DeYoung in the game. Both those players can bail them out of bad situations.
The go-tos, really. Able to get a bucket and take over the offensive set when you need it. Oh.
So zone there by Franklin is going to lead to Josie Hammond.
Pump fake. Shot altered by Pope. Good elbow shot there by Kate Fine. Unable to convert, though, and the Lady Cougars will take over possession once again. Young gentleman in an Arkansas Razorback sweatshirt reminded me that Mr. Coach Calipari is down in Little Rock. Or is that where Arkansas is at? Fayetteville.
Fayetteville, sure.
I don't know.
I don't know. They beat Kentucky, and I think
they did.
All that matters to him. I mean, struggled start for the Josie Hammond, just off the mark.
Good ball movement, right back to Hammond. She's not going to miss 2 in a row.
Yeah, capitalized. Good passing there by the Lady Admirals.
Shot tipped,
right
yeah. Anderson was able to come up with a jump ball that'll stay down here.
Tie ball, possession, Centennial. Checking in for Franklin, Cecily
Brandon Moore checking back in along with Annie Toy.
Well, it's Brandon Moore coast to coast here.
Finds a teammate.
Toy just stepped in and was like, wow, I'm getting the ball quick here.
Got another substitution here for Centennial. That's me, Melendez, excuse me, subbing in for Pope.
Toy.
It's off the mark.
Yeah. Look at Brandon Moore. Coach Shaw just get back. Oh.
Brandon Moore with the rebound again.
When you can give your opposing team just one shot at
it,
it's
just tough. Brandon Moore off the front iron. It's me, Allie King forcing the tie up. See Ella DeYoung checking back in here for the Lady Admirals. Nope.
Quite a post
Just throw it
pass.
up, yeah.
Yeah. That was a good box out by Josie Hammond. We'll give it
Right back to her.
Fouls on Centennial's number 33, Quincy Anderson, her third. Team foul number 3.
Brandon Moore makes the first. Pope checking back in for the Lady Cougars.
Number 11, Bayleigh Pope.
You know, a lot of people trying to find
And I
seats
tell you
here in
what,
front of us.
They're acting like it's church. They know exactly where they're going. It's like, these are our seats. What are you doing? I think we were invading their territory.
Yeah,
up here.
I think we have invaded some territory.
We've been getting some stares up here, like some looks of like, what are you guys
Excuse
doing
me,
in our
yeah.
spots?
Brandon Moore, easy buckets there.
That's 25 for Brandamore.
With 1:30 left to play in the second quarter.
Want to try to go for 50 tonight?
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen.
She may have a 40 in her, though, right?
We'll see how long Coach Shaw wants to leave her out there.
Good rebound by King. Oh, man.
A lot of hands getting thrown around there.
Fouls on Centennial's number 23, Mabry Simmons. That's her first. Team foul
Oh,
number 4.
here comes
Oh, we got a cheering section. You got checked in. 35.
that's going to be Pittman. Not on your
Not
roster.
on not on my roster.
But I recognize him from. Oh,
Brandmore goes against a triple team.
Coach Shaw, hang on. What are you doing? I mean, I think, someone like Brandon Moore realizes, okay, I may score 25 points a night, but what about 25 points and a half?
Yeah.
Now let me see if I can get.
And then she just forgot to dribble. I think Coach Shaw is giving her the, let's just pump the brakes a little bit here.
Uh-oh. Tip.
Ended up working out.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be,
and
hey,
a three
yeah.
ball.
3 points, Cherie Wiseman.
Less than 30 seconds here, Justin. I think there's one option.
Got a swing, wide open three. Off Brandon Moore's palms. Pope just trying to get rid of it at this point.
I don't think she realizes it. She better hurry. It's going to be 10 seconds. Oh, that may be tipped.
Yeah. And after the first half, we've got the home Lady Franklin Admirals leading 44 over the visiting Centennial Lady Cougars with 12. And we'll be back right after half. But out.
Against Kanad Johnson.
So heave is up and no good. And at the end of one, the Admirals lead 13 over the visiting Cougars 9.
Well, we talked about it, I believe, during the girls' game, Justin, that, you know, this Franklin defense has really been in a teaching moment for them after the last couple of years. They have really gone all in on defense during practices and stuff, and it paid off against Independence. Just, I believe that was Tuesday night, where they only allowed 5 total field goals against the defending state champion Independence Eagles, and now 9 points right here. Now, granted, Centennial's done a pretty good job as well, but I mean, 9 times 4, 36. I mean, if you say you can hold a high school opponent under 40 points,
Probably got a good chance to bring home a victory.
yeah.
On the flip side, the Cougars have done a great job of, as soon as Christian Brown is touching the ball there in that low block, he's feeling that double team coming, having to kick it back out. And credit to the Cougars, they've been able to scramble and get back, find their guys, and recover quite quickly on that. So leading scorers after one for the Admirals got Christian Brown with 5. No surprise there. And then Daniel Patton with 5. Once again, no surprise there.
Yeah. So the guys that are showcased are the guys that are leading the way for both teams.
So Centennial being methodical, moving it around the perimeter here.
We got Kanad Johnson being guarded by Christian Brown. I feel like this is a matchup right here that they can expose, but Ezel just...
Mewborn versus Ezel. McKelvey doing a great job in that first quarter getting to the lane. Ooh, Ezel almost took an extra one, I think, there.
So really, Franklin really stretching the defense, making things difficult. Centennial's going to have to back it up again. So, I mean, we really got a minute right here. And a missed opportunity. So, a tremendous
highly contested
defensive position.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Caught him there. Johnson just got stuck in kind of no man's land, nowhere to go with the ball. I'll take this opportunity to shout out one of our number 1 fans, number 1 viewers, Brooks and Ellison, watching from the comfort of the playroom, probably.
The palatial estates, the Ventline.
The Ventline household. They were in attendance for the boys' freshman game. Franklin taking home a big victory there. Enjoying their hot dog and Cheetos.
Johnson in no man's land.
Yeah.
Well, you finally turned the corner and you got Christian Brown right there. It's not something you really want to see.
Well, Franklin's doing a great job of collapsing, finding someone to help out with that dribble drive offense. Just as I said that, I believe that's Conrad Jones going to pick, or no, 44. That's Cole Kaiser.
Well, we've gone 2 minutes without a field goal for Centennial, any points at all for that matter. Oh, my. Yep. I believe Christian Brown grabbed him.
A little hook.
Really didn't need to.
So I'll be.
I mean, I don't think Barton was really going to be a scoring factor off that inbounds play.
So that's going to be Brown's second, team second. McKelvey get hits with the travel. So he's able to get Gerald in the air, unfortunately, took an extra step.
Coach Jeremy Moore looked right at Patton, 34, and said, Christian Brown has 2 fouls. So I think next time down they may see, they better get down deep.
As Johnson once again, you called it, Paul. He's going to have to be the guy, I think, that steps up for the Admirals. Patton taking it, gets Johnson in the air, dribbles off the front edge. And Cougars come down with it. Kenai Johnson here on the close quarters.
Kenai Johnson, I mean, you look at him in the face, he looks older than you.
Team foul number 3.
You were asking if he was a sophomore.
Earlier, I thought I read the paper wrong. I was like, come on.
I feel like for
for
football, we've been calling Kenai Johnson's name for 5 years, it seems like.
He's like the field goal kicker for some of these schools. You're like, he's still kicking?
Oh, good defensive effort there by the number 44, Matthew Barton, for the Cougars.
I feel like you got to get a screen right here, see if you can challenge Christian Brown at the rim.
Yeah, a lot of one-on-one matchups for the Cougars, not taking advantage of.
Maybe in a travel.
Cougars just seem content on spreading out the Admirals and trying to get some dribble
Tough
drive.
pass.
That's not an area you want to try to challenge, but Kenai Johnson at the tip. Yeah, it's not a guy I don't think you want to challenge in the deep post. So we're about halfway through here, the second quarter. No score yet.
In the whole second half.
No,
second quarter.
Second quarter, yeah.
Right. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, Patton's going to get caught trying to put his hand in the cookie jar.
Let him catch it because you know the double team's coming, right?
Yep. You know you got help coming from the weak side, so no need to try to deny it.
Now you see that right there. That takes Patton off Christian Brown offensively.
Both guys with 2 fouls here.
Wide open. That is a tough foul.
Christian Brown takes a tumble. Cadwalla with the foul. That'll be his second. Christian Brown coming up short last time at the rim, or at the free throw line, I should say.
First points of the second quarter.
Yep. Come from the free throw line. Second one, silky smooth. So Vaughn's going to take Patton here. Ezell, I think, scoreless.
Yes.
So far for the Cougars. Actually, only 2 Cougars in the scoring column thus far. McKelvey and Patton. Admiral's doing a great job on defense there. Just as I say that, McKelvey.
Yeah. Looks at the camera and says, "Did you see that?" Cadwalla.
Yeah, Cadwalla.
I thought there was grass on this court. He's got a football.
He's got a football makeup for sure. So Catawalla's third. So at some point, you're going to have to figure out.
Jeremy Moore may have just said, "Hey, you get 5."
I was going to say to that strategy, after he's done, who else do you throw at Christian Brown? Well, now they're in a 2-3. Vaughn from the corner. Brown with the rebound. He's going to go up strong. McKelvey made sure he wasn't going to get a clean look there.
You know, that may be Centennial's game plan is if Brown gets the ball and he's going up, just foul him hard.
Yeah. So that's going to be team foul number 4 on Centennial with 3:15 left here. Off the front iron.
There we go. So that only cost him 1 point.
Got a travel on Patton going to the corner. So Conrad Jones checks in for the Admirals. So I'm being informed that our #1 fans were taking a snack break and now are tuned back in to the game. So Brooks and Ellison tuning in from the playroom at the Ventline residence. Staying up way later than their bedtime. Oh, dribbles around Carson Vaughn with the tip in.
Johnny on the spot. Catawalla just muscling down there trying to get something.
Christian Brown sends that to the 4th row of the student section. You know, I had a coach once said I never understood why people block it into the stands. If you just grab it, then it's your ball.
There you go. Not as impressive, though.
Not as impressive. It doesn't get the people going.
No.
No.
Oh, he caught it in the air. Wow. Definitely makes you think twice about trying to attack the rim.
Yeah. So Johnson with the ball. Patton's going to go up against Vaughn here. Refuses the pick from Catawalla.
Yeah, that's going to be on Colin Robinson, I think, on the block.
Well, it's going to send Patton to the line regardless who it's on.
So we got ourselves an old school free throw shooting contest here.
Checking in for Centennial number 44, Matthew Barton.
Coach Moore talking to Tez Zeiker there before he gets checked in. Patton hits both from the line.
Well, it's going to be an interesting right here, a little token pressure here. And it'll be interesting to see what happens because if Centennial fouls, they're going to go to the free throw line.
Admirals break it easy. Wide open 3 from the corner, but
got a break here.
I would say I think this is what Centennial wants is get out and run, but Kenai pulls it back. 3 ball up off the front iron. That was shot by Matthew Barton.
Yeah, Conrad Jones with a good box out on Tez Zerker.
Is that Zerker?
Yeah. Again, Conrad Jones, unless he's a 100% free throw shooter, you got to wonder why Christian Brown is not under the basket to rebound any missed free throws. I don't think there are any 100% free throw shooters in high school here at this current location.
1 for 1.
You know what? Trying to go reverse, right? I mean, you got a guy 6'7", right? If it goes off the rim, maybe just a tip, maybe you still get an extra possession.
Yeah. Well, just so you say that, Christian Brown's going to take a break. Johnson checks in for him.
Patton's still in the game for Centennial. All right.
Rims out. There you go, yeah.
1 for 2. It's going to be different now without Brown at the
McKelvey,
rim.
great take.
No Christian Brown to protect the rim, and it's an immediate impact for Centennial offensively.
Robinson takes. He's going to grab the foul against Kenai Johnson, so he'll shoot 2. So Centennial still only 2 players in the scoring column. McKelvey and Patton. We were talking pregame. Azell, we thought was going to be a factor from beyond the arc. He's at the 0 mark. On the flip side, Admiral's spreading around the wealth, still led by Christian Brown.
Yeah, I mean, definitely more opportunity on the Franklin bench of entering the game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they are just platooning in and out.
So got Johnson on Patton
Oh,
there.
Ezell
Now we got
wanted
Ezell. Double clutched it halfway down and in. Vaughn with the rebound. So working it around, man-to-man for Centennial. Sam Moonborn kicks it out to the corner. That's going to be down and in. Jedediah Jarrett for 3.
Yeah, on senior night, hitting the big 3.
His first bucket of the night.
Again, this would be an opportunity for Centennial to get a high screen and roll. Get somebody going downhill right here with no Christian Brown to protect the rim.
So it looks like Coach Moore is going to want the last shot here in the first half.
You get a mismatch here.
Ezell makes space, shot up off the front iron, tipped around a little bit. Kenai Johnson up off the front iron. And with that, we get to halftime. Franklin Admirals lead 24 over the Centennial Cougars 16. We'll be back after half. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to tonight's WCTV basketball doubleheader game of the week. We bring you second half action here at Franklin High, where the Admirals lead the Cougars 24-16. First half recap. Paul.
Well, from a Centennial standpoint, well, hold on. Hold on. Sam Mubar for three. Offensively, we Centennial, two guys really, right?
Right
Patton
there.
And McKelvey, 33-34. If you're just joining us, Centennial in the Royal jerseys.
McKelvey takes a good,
And that's
strong,
a nice,
strong take there.
And the Admirals in the yellow jerseys, they're led obviously by Christian Brown, 25. Sets a high screen right there for Kaiser, and he's going to be called for the travel. So a gritty, pretty good defensive first half for both teams. This is what you'd like to see right here. If Patton could take Brown to the hoop, maybe draw a foul as he has three.
Or at least stretch him out. Patton off the mark on his three-point attempt. Quick double comes on Brown. We got a get loud sign that's blocking our view now.
Yeah. Okay, here comes Brown. Is he going to work? Nope. Kaiser
Kick
for three.
Yep. Off the
What
front
a
iron.
save. And Ezel going to come up with it. That's a bad pass. Kaiser going to alley-oop to.
He thought about it.
Yeah. Christian Brown's like, what are you doing? Coach Tiger and his staff. Need some help.
Admirals get hit with the 5. So Kenai Johnson checks in for the Cougars.
So a mental mistake right there by the Admirals. Gives Centennial possession here. Dodged a bullet.
So trying to get Patton
Yeah, this could
some
be a mismatch
working,
right here.
going one-on-one versus Johnson.
Oh, this guy's. Barton got to be.
Ezel,
there
he's
he
going to
is.
get going.
Very quiet first half, 0 points for Ezel, but has the capability of just get streaky.
So
nice
the feed
play.
tipped away by Patton. He finds cross-court pass there. Jarrett lays it in for 2.
Johnny on the spot.
Adds to his point total tonight.
Look at Kenai Johnson.
Yeah. Not intimidated by Christian Brown.
Going to be a timeout.
It's probably a smart call. Matthew Barton was kind of caught in a rock and a hard place there in the corner. Picked up his dribble. Coach Moore bails him out the timeout. So 3 minutes in, got a 9-point Admiral advantage. So Christian Brown, 2 fouls. Patton, 2 fouls. Something to keep your eye on as we continue in the second half. Remember, the first quarter, Centennial had 5 fouls, I think, with 3 minutes left.
Got to throw it in quick. Oh!
Hesitation there by Barton. Costed him a bucket, I think. Christian Brown brings down the rebound, finds Mewborn.
A crashing Kanai Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Half a second late, but Christian Brown scores regardless.
Matthew Barton wide open on the out-of-bounds play, hesitated, cost his team possibly 2 points, and Christian Brown comes back and says, let me do this.
So Brown, nothing but the bottom. Extends the lead to 12 here. So Patton looking for a screen. Now going to a 5-out set. Little weave action, trying to get some dribble drive penetration. Goes up against Christian Brown, draws the foul. Brown got him with the body. That's going to be his third foul here about halfway through the third.
Well, Christian Brown got the foul called on him. It's going to clean up his mess. I wish my kids could learn something. Make a spill, hey, just clean it up. For some reason they think they're staying at a 5-star resort.
Well, that's because Dad will do it. So Patton hits the first of two.
You know, if you just joined us, you realize, well, it seems like a close game. You look up, and the Admirals extended the lead to 11 right here.
They were able to get a couple early buckets in the third quarter. Extend their lead. Cougars still trying to keep it close. Kanai Johnson picks the pocket. Robinson off the right rim. Mewborn wisely pulls back.
Let's see if
it seems like that second pass is just slowing down the Admirals. They continue to rotate. They should have something. Mewborn throws up a three.
Yeah, I think Coach Moore wanted a foul right there.
So McKelvey's going to go to work. Might have been a little move on the screen.
Got to be ready to shoot if you're Centennial. These open looks don't come often against this Admiral defense.
Yeah, I think that was number 25 again right there.
And that's a good rebound.
That was Ted Zerker.
Colin Robinson right there on the rebound, number 20 for the Admirals.
But Zerker had that open shot, but then Christian Brown closing out fast, and I think he had flashbacks to the last shot that got sent to the third row.
Yeah. 100%, and speaking of, Christian Brown with a nice lay-in.
Oh, backdoor cut.
I got him.
Mewborn fell asleep on that one.
All right, Christian Brown can go to work.
Skip Robinson for three.
That's maybe the Cougars' only hope is to. Well,
Kanai
Johnson, that's probably not the option you wanted after a good defensive possession down there.
So Christian Brown looking for a foul on the dribble drive there. McKelvey's going to get it to the lane. Drops it off for Johnson, and he was just looking for someone to give it to until Christian Brown came in. Mewborn feeds Johnson, and good.
Yeah. So Xander Johnson, and this lead is extended to 12 now.
Well, it just feels like every time the Cougars have an opportunity, they fumble it away with a ill-advised shot or a lapse on defense. Patton with a good take,
Yeah,
finger rolls it
nice.
over. Great take there by Patton. So Franklin will take a timeout.
So 36-26 with 58 seconds here in the third quarter. Paul Breece, Justin Ventline here. As you're going to want to stick around for the fourth quarter. You know, we can talk right now. I just don't know if anybody would hear us over the band.
Yeah.
Who knows?
The band is rocking this place for sure.
Yeah.
10-point lead, 58 and a half left here in the third quarter.
Senior night here at Franklin High School. They traveled to Page and Ravenwood to wrap up the regular season, which started practices back in early June. And they're hoping their season gets into March.
So Vaughn with it. Robinson now trapped in the corner, nowhere to go. Robinson takes a timeout, though. Saves himself. That'll leave the Admirals with 3.
So the student section definitely showed up for the Admirals game tonight.
So Admirals will inbound it. Mewborn looking for someone. He's going to have to throw it in the backcourt.
Wow.
Kelby's going to apply pressure. Kanai
Kanai
Johnson
Johnson,
all over Robinson. He's going to get hit with the hand check, though.
And you know what? It's not a bad foul
No.
knowing you don't have to. Still got a few more to go before we're shooting free throws.
So Robinson will bring it up once again for Franklin.
Christian Brown not in the game. Walk.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Xander Johnson gets hit with the walk.
Two seconds. This is where
Zell
got it. No.
Just short. So is able to take actually a couple dribbles there, but at the end of 3, we've got a 10-point game. Admirals lead 36-26. So through 3, Admiral's able to extend their lead slightly there in the third quarter. Collegiate ball in the heart of the season right now. SEC action going on. Who do you like in the SEC, Coach?
I mean, it's Auburn to lose, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they are.
Someone call that, as the kids would say, a wagon.
Should I ask a follow-up question about the wagon?
Sure.
Join it.
Yeah.
Get on. Well, here's what we know.
We were talking about the SEC tournament the other day at work. Very likely possibility, Kentucky Wildcats playing on day 1. Wednesday.
4 games this year.
4 games, thanks to the fake UT in Oklahoma.
That's right. Former Big 12.
Maybe Matthew McConaughey will be here in Nashville.
Wow, that would be huge.
Courtside down at Nissan, or not Nissan, Bridgestone Arena. Got him mixed up there. Back iron. Barton.
Wow, that's deep.
McKelvey tries his hand at it. Christian Brown brings it down.
I'm sure Coach Tigert here with 10-point lead would just like to go ahead and ice this thing.
Go ahead and we're good with being patient. No need to force anything. Xander Johnson trying to demand the ball, though. So Zeiker checks back in for Barton.
Not sure why we had to roll that ball up. Got 7 minutes remaining in this quarter.
Every second counts.
A minute ago, McKelvey was trying to post up.
Zeiker for 3 off the front iron.
Nice.
Kenai Johnson.
Yeah.
Gets the sneaky offensive rebound.
Centennial just needs one more guy to, get in that scoring column to help Ryland and, Patton.
McKelvey.
Thank you. Ryland McKelvey out. I mean, it's normally Ezel, but they had blanketed him, and, he's a zone buster kind of guy. He's a spot shooter.
And Franklin setting that man-to-man defense all night.
There he goes.
McKelvey with the take, tipped by Brown, but still drops.
Would have been interesting to see if that would have gone out, if they would have called goaltending.
Brown about to go to work one-on-one with Patton.
Too easy. Too deep.
Yep. So easy 2 there for Brown. Up to 15 now tonight. McKelvey with a good take.
Yep.
Turns Jedediah Jarrett right around on the dribble drive. For the Cougars, you kind of got to force the issue on defense, I would think.
Yeah, you got to get a stop here. And if you give it to him, you better have a plan.
And Sam Muborn back door. Great find by Christian Brown.
Christian Brown with a little animation
Yeah,
right there. I don't know who he's talking to the ref or talking to Jedediah Jarrett.
They were both in the vicinity. He was Patton with the 3, finds the bottom.
That's a great ball screen right there.
So Patton's not going to go down without a fight. So Brown versus Patton one-on-one. I think Pat knows.
Brown's happy just to.
Yeah. I think if this is the
turnover, Kaiser, and this is
McKelvey's going to go all the way. Rolls it up strong off the back iron.
a much
Christian
needed
Brown.
basket. Oh!
Sam Muborn able to wrangle that one in.
Almost another travel right there.
So Kaiser.
Johnson needs to scoot up and get it.
And he's been able to poke it away a couple
Another
times.
turnover.
But he's allowing transition. Yeah, Jarrett. Hard on the arm. So that'll be Jarrett's second, team second. Sends Ezel to the line. 4 on the night for Ezel.
Oh, when you're a shooter, these free throws are got to be automatic.
Goes 2 for 2. Barton checks in. Here comes the token pressure from Centennial. They're going to try to force the issue here.
The good news is you got Brown in the backcourt instead of up ahead where he can do some damage offensively. Now you got to
Robinson kicks it to Muborn in the corner, just off the front
rebound.
iron. Xander Johnson loses it. We're going to have a jump ball, I believe. Yep. So Franklin will regain, or keep possession, I should say. Retain possession.
Yeah. That was a good rebound by Xander Johnson.
So baseline inbounds, goes straight to a little give and go.
Kenai
to
Johnson, been the blue collar guy for Centennial tonight. Keeping extra possessions alive, rebounding. All right, somebody's going to be open. Barton. Nope. I think they called a foul right there. Wow.
Yeah, Robinson gets hit with the hook or the push, one of the two. Dealer's choice, I think, there. That'll be, regardless, give Centennial the ball back. Patton with the floater.
And we're cut it to 3. 3 minutes remaining. Brown calls a quick timeout.
Wisely calls the timeout.
And Coach Jeremy Moore right there is like, wait a minute, we're inside 3, let's go.
So you got some discussion.
Well, Christian Brown called the timeout.
I'm still confused what that whole debacle was.
They have to, I guess, tell the book who called the timeout. Normally, 90% of the time, it's usually by the coach, right? So they have to track who calls the timeouts. I don't know if that's 100% what was going on there, but I do know that I couldn't hear if they were doing something.
Yeah.
So.
And what I do know is we got a 3-point game. After about Admiral stretched it out to 12, potentially even 14, I believe, at one point. Cougars applying some full court pressure. Franklin unable to get a shot to fall this past 3 or 4 possessions and allowed the Cougars to climb back into this. So once again, light pressure by Kenai Johnson. And here comes Patton with the trap.
Patton's got to be careful and not pick up a cheap foul. Centennial yet to foul this half.
So I think the call is going to be on Patton,
Yeah.
sending Robinson to the line. Student section erupted with the Christian Brown tip-in dunk.
Yeah.
Obviously does not count, but so Robinson hits the first of two. Robinson goes 2 from 2 from the line.
Again, the roll-up.
Hey.
All right, we got Patton on Brown. Brown on Patton.
Three fouls each. Trying to double screen. Patton gets switched off on Mewborn. They're going to clear out here. Mewborn's going to get hit with a hand check.
That's 4 on Franklin. One more. Centennial's going to be shooting 2 shots the rest of the way.
We still got 2:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Interesting inbounds position. I feel like that should have been a sideline inbound, but mute point as Franklin will take over the possession.
Here comes the Centennial press again. They don't need to get beat over the top. There's no safety back.
Well, it's almost been a
there he goes.
Light pressure until you get to about half court, and then they're going to.
Patton cannot pick up a cheap one here.
Franklin also can't get too content with. I think that's going to be on Christian
on
Brown. Yeah.
That's going to be 4 on him.
That's going to send the Cougars to the line.
The clock's going to stop on every foul, and that's a good thing for Centennial. And they snuck the wrong guy on the line. I think 44 may have been the guy. And where you go with Carter Ezell. So Ezell going to get 2, and here comes a sub.
Yeah.
Now they caught it inside. Back to 3.
So Robinson was able to get a couple good looks at the basket the last couple possessions. Unable to convert, though.
Uh-oh. And possible turnover.
Yeah,
Kenai
Johnson, yep.
Again, this guy's unbelievable. On the football field, on the court. Oh, Patton for the
pulls
tie.
out. Oh, halfway down.
You're right. I was in and out. Inside a minute and a half. You're going to bring the air out.
They're going to try, but I think the Cougars are going to do a good job forcing the issue here.
Again, Centennial can be very aggressive. Only had 1 foul so far. Yep, and that's. And Coach Moore is saying, "Hey, do it again. If you can find a way to get a steal."
So Barton checks back in for the Cougars. Oh, no.
Wow. That was not, I don't know if that was the play they drew up, but I'm sure this is probably what they want. No double team coming. And there's a foul.
Yeah, that's me 4 on Kenai Johnson, I believe.
Still not shooting free throws. So a minute left.
So inbound, and Jedediah Jarrett will take it. Double team comes. Robinson trying to pull it. Yep. Draws the foul versus McKelvey.
So one more. And the Admiral is going to be shooting the free throws. It'll be interesting to see if they pick the right person to foul. So clock, 50 seconds. Justin, here we go. Is this the guy they want to foul?
Double team.
I don't know about him. Maybe him. So they take their chances with Mewborn. But if you say, okay, what is Mewborn? Well, he's the Carter Ezell of Franklin. I mean, senior night.
Opportunity to potentially ice this one away.
Wow, rattles it in. Wow, here comes Riley Turner, the senior.
So Mewborn hits 2 of 2. Gets his point total up to 7.
Here comes the downhill run.
McKelvey brings it all the way in, lays it up. Quick timeout by Coach Moore. So still a 3-point game.
Yeah. You almost think to yourself, if you're Christian Brown, just set him under the basket.
Yeah.
And stop that drive.
Or at least make him earn it from the free throw line.
Well, 34.3.
The biggest thing here for Franklin will just be simply inbounding the ball. You don't want to get hit with the 5-second.
It'll be interesting to see if maybe they screen for Brown where they can get Patton off of him and throw it up to Brown, let him catch it. He's just as good as anybody else free throw shooting. I would have a lot of trust in him going to the line.
Franklin, I believe, still has 2 timeouts, so it's not a situation where they just got to chuck it in and pray someone touches it, but.
Again, a lot of times late in the game, it's all about mismatches. And we'll see if Coach Tiger and his staff can draw something up.
And I believe the Admirals will have the baseline.
Yeah, they'll be able to run the baseline if they get in trouble. It looks like Brown's going to throw it in, so I guess if
well, he may not throw it in.
He could, yeah, that's right. I mean, throw it to Mewborn.
Brown gets it, right back to him.
Deep throw, there you go.
Look at this. Just like they drew it up, Coach.
It's almost like we talked it up. We maybe sent them a signal across the way. Again, this is where you hold your breath if you're an Admiral fan, not having any rebounders down there.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Ooh. Christian Brown's first free throw hits all of the rim and drops.
Well, you can't foul if you're an Admiral. You almost just got to let this go.
Yeah.
I've Christian Brown run back to the Admirals right there. Just stand right there. Don't guard anybody. Don't guard Kanai Johnson.
Oh.
Oh, that's on Mewborn.
Mewborn.
Wow.
Only his second, but regardless, going to send Ezell to the line shooting 2.
Again, you wonder, do we really need that much pressure? You're up 2 possessions. Carter Ezell, if you ask who is he, he's a Sam Mewborn.
Automatic.
Centennial. So they're going to bring in Jedediah Jarrett to a free throw situation. He maybe. Okay, here we go. We got the baseline. Will they do the same play?
Looks like they're going 4 across.
Nobody deep. Nobody deep. There we go. This could
Quick
be the
foul on
longest.
Mooborn, yeah. This could be a very long 25 seconds,
Man.
Coach. Especially if those two are going back and forth.
Yeah, Mooborn and he's
Yeah.
out. Yeah, exactly right. Mooborn has 8. I think 5 of them from the charity stripe. Nope.
Ooh.
All right.
Still a 2-possession game.
I'm sure they say get it quick, too. That's good defense right there.
Yep, denied. Xander Johnson just face guarding Patton. And back rim. Mooborn brings in the rebound. Huge rebound there by Sam Mooborn.
Good. And Mooborn.
So Xander Johnson just face guarding Patton there, still able to get the ball and the shot up. Balance off the back iron. Mooborn
redeems himself.
Yeah. Makes the second as well.
No need to foul.
McKelvey pulls up.
May have been a travel as well.
They're going to let this
Yeah,
one
that's it.
run out. So your final here at Franklin High, the Admirals come out victorious 49-43. I'm Justin Ventline, joined by Paul Breece, and that'll do it for tonight's WCTV Game of the Week. We'll see you guys next week for the season's finale with Tate Matthews
and
Darren Joins, 2 special guests. So we appreciate your viewership, and we'll see you next week.